All right. What is up, everyone? OG over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead and cut the music here. Awesome. That was some Splatty 2. Splatty 2. Splatoon 2. We got some themes going. So shout outs to everyone here. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Guys, just to let you know, please don't get impatient when we start the stream. I want to give people time to file in. I only gave people a 30-minute warning today. In terms of the stream, so I want to give them fair time. A lot of people come in late and say, oh man, you were streaming, I didn't see the notification, or I didn't see it. So what I do is I start the stream up, I give some time, I tweet about it, I ask you guys to retweet, hit the like button so we can get some more people in, so we don't get people to miss things. So please be a little bit patient when starting up the stream. Don't start pushing and saying, hey, we'll start the stream. Like, relax, just chill out. The stream will start in a little bit, let people file in, and then we'll get going because we got a lot of stuff to go over. But I want to make sure people just get in and at least have an opportunity to get into the stream, because YouTube is on that BS again when it comes to sending out notifications, when it comes to letting people know, like, I'm live. Like, there's times where people don't even get notifications for when I'm live. There's times when people don't even get notifications for my videos. So I just give people ample time. I want to give them at least 5 to 8 minutes to just get into the stream. So just chill out, guys. Relax. It's okay. The stream will start when it's ready. And yeah, man, it's all good. So shout outs to everyone here in the chat. Let's go ahead and let's get to 100 likes. Definitely, let's get to 100 likes. Shout outs to Alonzo Vines. What up, Alonzo? El Chupacabra. What up? Is it Casio Lago Santos? What's up, man? Tan Doji. What's up? M Williams. What up? Tension. What up? J2 Blue. What up? Caesar. What up? Cheezer. My boy Cheezer, what's up? Luis, what's up, Luis? There's a Toby that hit that dislike button. Yeah, man, the Tobys, man, the Tobys. Yeah, good thing you waited. I got the notification late. Exactly, that's the reason why, man. Shout outs to Red Barrels. What up? Any trolls today? Maybe. I don't know. We might have banned them all. They might be coming back. Case Keenan Parker. What's up, Case Keenan Parker? Willem Jones, I got notified immediately, but at other times I get notified half an hour later. Exactly. YouTube, I actually talked to YouTube, but I actually, somebody sent me a message on Twitter saying that, hey, I got this notification like super late for one of my other videos. And I asked YouTube, like, hey, what's going on? And then YouTube's like, oh yeah, like people are having problems. Like, and this has been happening for like months on my channel. So like where you guys aren't getting notifications, and it's affecting views, it's affecting people coming to the channel, it's affecting lots of things with the channel, but whatever, you just got to push through it and hopefully YouTube fixes it. Shout outs to Muato, Fury Tiger, what up, Fury Tiger? Squid Vicious, what's up, man? Dual Squelchers got the buff. Let's go. Dually Squelchers, heck yeah, man. We probably got to get some Splatoon. We're going to get some Splatoon 2 in this weekend. I think it's going to be Rocket League and Splatoon 2 because we haven't played Splatoon in a while, so we're probably going to get some Splatoon in just because of that big patch. Shout outs to Sean Sweeney. What up, the scientist? Sean Sweeney's here. Gamer for Life 85. What up, dude? How's it going? John Hawks. What's up, man? What's good? Here to get some trolls get roasted. Well, I'll give you guys a troll story since you guys like putting trolls over open flame. So a couple weeks ago, I did a video. I think it was titled like, even at 15 million units sold, like the Nintendo Switch is still doomed. And I had a tweet from one of the guys, and don't mind my Band-Aid, guys. When I was grabbing a sandwich after I came back from the gym, I punched my my refrigerator, like the little shelves that hold up the inside of your refrigerator for the food. Like for some reason when I was putting back some of the Dijon mustard, like I punched it. Like I literally punched it with almost my full force, and I cracked it or dented it, and I punched it, and my whole knuckle just kind of flipped open. So that was interesting. It makes me realize how fragile humans are, that I punch something and my skin and blood just rips my skin open. I'm like, huh, really? Wow, that easy, huh? Anyway, so yeah, so don't mind that. But yeah, man, like I was this morning, like I saw the media create sales charts, and I was like, okay, well, let's just see how everything did. It's like whatever. It's a slow month. January's never really that big for video game sales. I mean, they're there, but it's really obviously the holiday seasons when things get really heated for video game sales. So January's not too big of a deal. But I saw that the Nintendo Switch once again was #1. Even with Monster Hunter, with Dragon Ball Fighter Z, with Dynasty Warriors, with Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, with Shadow of the Colossus, with Metal Gear. Well, that Metal Gear sucks, but still, with all these different games that are just flooding the PS4 in the first month, and now all the way through February. It's not like we just saw the obviously PS4 did great, which is good. But I had one guy, within that video, I put up a tweet as far as what he said. He said the Nintendo Switch is definitely it's going to be doomed. It's dead. Monster Hunter World stopped the Nintendo Switch cold in its tracks, cold in its tracks in Japan. So then the Media Create sales just came out, and yeah, Nintendo Switch is back to being the #1 system sold after about what, a 3-4 week or no 5 week PS4 run, which is fine. Like, I don't care about which sells more than whatever, but to try to doom one system over sales of one game, to try to say, oh, Switch is doomed, even though the Switch hasn't been selling bad, it's been selling pretty good. To say that it's doomed over that, I had to call this Toby out, man. I had to call him out again on Twitter. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, I thought you said that the Monster Hunter World stopped the Nintendo Switch sales cold in its tracks. What happened, my guy? Because the Switch is back on top. And then you know what his response was? Oh, well, those sales are nothing to brag about. Like, that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. You just said that Monster Hunter World has stopped the Switch momentum cold in its tracks. It stopped sales cold in its tracks, right? So if it stopped sales cold in its tracks, why is it selling as much as it was, 40 to 50K before Monster Hunter World came out after the holiday season? And then after Monster Hunter World, it's selling around 40K. Like, why is it selling right around the same with no new big releases at this point? That's not the point. That's not what you were trying to say. So I had to level him down. You know what I'm saying? He's moving, and that's what, like I said on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you heard what I said as far as roasting a troll. Moving the goalposts. It's a classic example of moving the goalposts. You claim one thing. You claim that the momentum stopped. Monster Hunter World's going to continue that, and then as soon as that doesn't happen, as soon as Switch comes back into the top, and it's still selling exactly where it was beforehand, you say, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, and God of War, is going to, like, you start making excuses and start saying all sorts of type of stuff. These Tobys, they're in denial at this point. Like, they're in denial. My volume is always going to be low, guys, just because of the mic. So you're going to have to turn up. You're going to have to turn up the volume on your end, okay? Because this mic volume is always going to be low. That's just how it is. I'm not really sure what's up. I bought a new mic, but I didn't like the way that mic sounds, so I sent it back. I'm going to buy a higher quality mic in terms of not a USB mic, one that's a 3.5 millimeter jack mic. So I'm gonna do some research and buy a really high quality one. So give me some time. Give me about a week to do some research, buy the mic, and actually have it installed. So next week you should see a new mic. But for right now, turn up the volume on your set, my guy, please. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say here. Basically, is these dudes moving the goalposts. People need to just realize that the Switch is here to stay. This is the reason why we're doing a week anniversary of the Nintendo Switch. It's one, to kind of rub it in the face of all the haters out there, and two, because it's honestly, like I said, like, it's the biggest surprise in gaming in the past, I would probably say, I mean, more than a decade. I mean, maybe the Wii was a surprise in terms of how it was, but I think when you talk about the games of the Wii, it much had the same thing as like the Wii U. It had like the syndrome the Wii U had in terms of really spread apart games, not enough games coming into it. I think Nintendo Switch, in terms of from core gamers and from more of the casual side, from the portable gamers, this is the biggest surprise success. This is the biggest success Nintendo has had in terms of initial first year that I've probably ever seen. I mean, maybe since the NES. I don't think there's been a surprising system in terms of satisfying all demographics at this point than the NES. And if you want to talk about it in Nintendo's entirety, in terms of all of their systems, it's definitely one of the biggest surprises. I would probably say right next to the DS. I would say DS is probably Nintendo's biggest success / surprise ever, because people just didn't think that type of system was going to do anything. And it was just crazy to see two screens like that, like in a modern type of portable, and the touch screen, like everything, like it was just overloaded you. But I think probably outside of the DS, the Switch is probably the next biggest success Nintendo's had in the first year, in terms of surprising, in terms of satisfying all gamers, in terms of having a variety of content. I've never seen anything like it. And I started gaming on the NES. I've pretty much been here throughout the whole entirety of Nintendo in terms of their video games, outside of some of the stuff that they did pre-NES. I wasn't around really for that because I was born in the late 80s. But at the same time, I was still around for all of the major systems and everything here. And yes, please, no bashing other consoles as well. Thanks, Squid. Just as a nice reminder, please, no bashing other consoles. When I say rub it in, I don't mean rub it into PS4 and Xbox One and their fans or the people who like those systems or those systems. I mean rubbing it into the haters who want to hate, not the people who enjoy a PS4, Xbox One. I'm enjoying my Xbox. Well, my PC, but I mean, I'm just gonna call it an Xbox One at this point, right? A Microsoft device. I'm enjoying my PC. I was playing Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet on my PS4. Great game. I've played some games, so I enjoy my other systems as well. I just like Nintendo the most. That's all it is. I like the Switch the most, but I still enjoy other systems. Yeah, no, don't bash the other ones. This is rubbing it into the people who want to hate, not the people who like their systems. So let's just make sure we separate the two. It's the haters that want to come over and say certain things and want to continue to hate and cry and complain about stuff that's just video games. That's crazy. And want to make up stuff, make up facts to try to support their doomsday scenarios that aren't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy on Twitter today, like stuff like that. So yeah, like I was saying, this is definitely one of the most successful type of devices that I've seen. I don't really see it really slowing down anytime soon. But I also wanted to know another thing to kind of get into what we were talking about today in terms of the what we're talking about, the main topic. We're going to be talking about uniquely different, and that's kind of what I wanted to set up with the premise with this one here, is that the Nintendo Switch, and this stupid thing, I'm probably just going to take off this. Hopefully there's not. Oh, that's not good. Never mind. I was gonna take off the band-aid, but it's not good. It's bleeding pretty bad. my knuckles just pouring. It's just like so we're not gonna do that. So I wanted to talk about the unique success of the system, and I think one of the biggest things in terms of like getting that success and what makes it unique, what makes it different, is just kind of tapping into that market that wasn't too hard to grasp, and you immediately see the benefits. It's unique, but it's not too gimmicky, and I think that's where Nintendo does their best. Like when something is unique but not too gimmicky, that's where Nintendo really shines. I think the DS is just on that fringe line. I think the Switch is definitely less gimmicky than the DS. The DS is more gimmicky because you have to play sometimes with one hand and holding the stylus, and there's two screens. Sometimes you have to kind of look between both and transfer your eyes and do all sorts of stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of unorthodox type of deals. The Switch is definitely less gimmicky than that, and I don't mean gimmicky in a bad way, guys. I just mean gimmicky as in a, like, hey, look at this. We're trying to sell on this. And the Nintendo Switch is, okay, well, hey, look at this. You can switch between your games. You know, you can alter them, you know, but I guess some people would say, okay, well, the gimmick is the quality isn't as good in portable mode, or, you know, you don't get as many, like the frame rate might not be as good and all that stuff. So I'm just putting it in that way, guys, not in a bad way. But if you look at what Nintendo Switch has done, the uniqueness, I see a lot of parallels between the DS. I see a lot of parallels between what they were trying to go for, not in the actual core design, but in just what they were trying to do, you know, and what they're trying to stand for. Like, hey, like, you can play this way, you can play comfortably in this way. Like, hey, you want to use buttons, we have buttons. You want to use a stylus, we have stylus. And Nintendo kind of said, okay, well, what did the Wii do that was kind of comfortable? Okay, you have a Wii remote, right? Okay, now we have these Joy-Cons, but if you want to play normal, we have that as well. But we're also going to incorporate those handheld players, those DS players, you know, that came over from that era. Because remember, the DS is Nintendo's most successful system of all time. It's the most successful portable of all time. So you want to get those players in. And what does that say? People like portable systems. You know, people love portable systems as much as the Western press and gamers on YouTube and stuff like to tell you that sitting down in front of a TV, you know, or sitting down in front of a computer and having a power source is the only way to enjoy games, or the best way to enjoy games. As much as people like to tell you that, that's not the case. Actually, we've seen throughout time, and I'll get to you guys' comments in a bit, guys. We've seen throughout time that portable systems are actually the preferred way for a lot of people to play, because we've seen throughout time that Nintendo has sold hundreds of millions of portable devices. from the Game Boy, selling over, I think, what, 113 million for the Game Boy. We also have the Game Boy Advance in a very short amount of time, selling 80 million units. That's the most compact 80 million I've ever seen. It sold like 80 million in like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw the Game Boy Advance kill it. We saw the Nintendo DS absolutely destroy it. We saw the Nintendo 3DS continue to sell at this point. It's at 70 million plus, and it's probably going to top out at what, 80, 90 million maybe at some point when Nintendo just decides to just shut it down, which I don't think they're going to decide to shut it down anytime soon. They're going to ride that system till it's like, you know, 70 bucks, like you know, for a new Nintendo 3DS, and it's still selling good. Nintendo had one of their best Januaries ever, just this MPD with the Nintendo 3DS. So that system's still going to sell really well, as well as consoles have sold, like the Xbox, you know, or the PlayStation 3. So portable systems have been just as popular, if not more popular, over the years. So Nintendo kind of implemented that to make it unique, to make it different. Like, what type of system do you know can you take anywhere that you want, and you can also play it on your TV? There's been nothing like it. I think the PSP was the last dedicated device to where you can do that, but it was ghetto. Like, the PSP was super ghetto. Like, you had to get the cables, then plug them in. Sometimes it worked. Like, you might have to hook in have a PS3 on to use a controller. It was super. It was definitely not the ideal way to play at all. The cable hanging from it, it was not a true hybrid. It was not a hybrid at all, actually, because nothing changed when you played in like the TV. Most people didn't play PSP like that. Not only that, but it looked horrible on your TV too. So that's another thing. Like, it just looked absolutely horrible on the TV. So yeah, there really hasn't been any dedicated portable device that's been like this at all. So that's what makes it unique. That's what makes it different. And I want to get you guys' comments on that in terms of what I had to say here. And I'll continue. You guys have a lot of comments. Shout out to 100 people watching, 100 plus people watching. Let's see if we can get that like bar up, though. We're only at 56 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100. I think that would be dope if we could. I mean, that'd be awesome. So let's see here. Let me see what you guys have to say. I'm going to go off this chat right here. Yeah, guys, in terms of the volume, guys, just please turn up the volume on your set, guys. I can't do anything about the volume. I think I've said that a million times. It's maxed. Look, my volume meter. My volume meter is maxed. My volume meter on here is maxed. There's literally nothing I can do about it. So, guys, just have to turn up the volume, please, and you'll be able to hear it a little bit better. Okay, thanks, Luis. I appreciate that, man. Hey, OJ, is your volume at max? I just said it's been at max. The volume is at max, guys. So there's nothing I can do about it. So please turn up your volume on your end. So I would really like if you guys stop asking about that. If you can just please turn up the volume on your end, that would be great. There's nothing I can do about it in terms of my own volume. I can't really do much. I can do that, but that doesn't do anything. There's volume on my end, so there's nothing else that I can do in terms of that. Unless I can try to see if I can give it a mic boost. Hold up, let me try real quick. But nah, nope. Down mix, tomato, sync offset, monitor. Yeah, nah, it's nope. 100's as high as it goes. Yeah, 100's as high as it goes. Okay. All right, so yeah, what do you guys think about that in terms of what I had to say? Robert Garza says third-party companies need to understand the Switch is where their games are going to sell best. I don't think that's the true with all third-party companies. I think that's true with Japanese third-party companies. So if you mean Japanese third-party companies, I agree. If Japanese third-party developers make great Switch versions, they'll probably sell best on the Switch. Switch fans are more open to Japanese games. For the most part, I'm not trying to say like PS4 gamers aren't, because PS4 gamers do buy that stuff. Like Monster Hunter selling really well, Dragon Ball FighterZ selling really well. But if you had an option, just because of Japan prefers portables, so I agree there. Oh my gosh, no flyer, a Nintendo podcast. I hope you're just joking, guys. The volume is as high as I can. Okay, it's as high as I can get it. Okay, so I'm seriously gonna. If you keep on asking, if people. if people keep on asking, I'm just gonna start timing people out if you keep on asking, because I've already said multiple times that the volume is as high as it can go. So I'm gonna start timing people out because it's getting annoying because it's spamming the chat with, is the volume low? Is the volume low? We've had multiple people mods say, hey, this is what it is. I've said it multiple times, so that's what it is. Seriously, I'm gonna start timing people out because it's getting annoying. It's getting annoying. So turn it up on your end, please. Anyway, oh, you got Cosmos? Nice, man. Good job. All right, take it easy, Hayden. Yes, we already talked about Storm Trilogy being 540p in portable mode. That's something that's already been known. Why are you asking me? If you already knew the answer to it, what does it matter? The game's not out yet. If that causes you to not like the game or not get the game, then don't buy the game. If you want to play the game, then play the game. Don't. I mean, I wouldn't worry about numbers about 180p. That should not be the difference whether you get the game or not. So if that causes you to not get the game, then go get a game that runs in 720p. If that's how you decide what games you purchase. If that's not a problem for you, then buy the game. Like, trust me, when the game comes out, it'll probably be fine. It'll probably be fine. But you know what? I don't want to sit here and defend it. So I mean, we deserve better. So I don't want to enrage resolution crazies out there. So don't buy the game. 540p is not good. So don't buy the game, because if I say anything otherwise, I'm defending it, and I'm a horrible person. So I don't want those crazy people on Twitter coming after me again when I just say I don't mind. I can't have an opinion on it, so I'm just not gonna. So don't buy the game. Don't buy it. It's horrible now, and it's rushed. It's a sloppy rush thing. If they put 180p more into it, it would have been perfect, but they didn't. So don't buy the game now. Now moving on to the next thing here. Let's see if you guys have any. Just for El Chupacabra says, just for perspective, ukulele runs at 600p in portable and still looks really nice on the screen as long as the game is stable. 540p is fine. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. No. 600p is not acceptable. That is not acceptable in 2018. Do not buy ukulele. The game is horrible and it doesn't look good because it's 600p. That's not 720p. The developers are lazy. It's a rushed port. No, don't buy the game. That's not good enough. Sorry, it has to be 720p or the game's rushed or horrible. So no, absolutely not. That's a trash frame, or that's a trash resolution. That's trash. It's rushed. No, do not buy the game. Don't buy it. It's rushed. It's rushed. It's so rushed. These people deserve better. Everyone deserves better for Nintendo Switch fans. I've never developed a game in my life. I have no idea how to develop games on Nintendo Switch, but everyone deserves better. Everyone. A-Gamer says just fine, came here right after school. Absolutely. Shout outs to school, man. Stay in school. Shout outs to, okay, we got some activity going on here. Shout outs to Kevin Shell. Shout outs with a $10 pledge via Patreon. Thank you so much, Kevin. I do appreciate you coming. I think you already You're a Patreon. Oh, okay, so you're coming back to the village. Okay, shout outs. Welcome back to the Patreon Ninja Village, the elite tier of $10. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And of course, you know all the rules since I think you've been around here before. Enjoy your benefits and perks, and hopefully we see you this weekend for Splatoon 2 and Rocket League on the Nintendo Switch. So we'll have a post up on Patreon for that. Also, shout outs to Daniel the Bear as well for hitting us with that subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village, homie. Do appreciate that. Everyone in the chat, please make Daniel the Bear feel very welcome. And of course, my boy Kevin for also hooking us up with that $10 pledge via Patreon. Thank you so much, homie. Let's see here. 2780p and 1000 frames per second, or it's trash. Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing that you guys have to realize. Like, there should be a device. The Nintendo Switch should be a 4K device. You know what would have made it more unique and different? If it was a 4K device, a portable, and it was $299. You know, $299, 4K device portable. It plays all the latest games, the highest tech. I want 4K resolution, and it needs to be $299. It can't be anything above that, or really, honestly, I don't feel comfortable because Nintendo doesn't get all the third-party games. So why am I going to spend more than $299? But I want 4K graphics. I want that. I want it portable, and I also want the battery life to last more than 3 hours because the battery life is absolute trash. So yeah, I do want that. And I want all games 4K 60 frames per second. Never mind that the other systems can't do it, but that's what I want, and that's what we deserve. That's what everyone deserves. Everyone deserves that. Shout out to Luis, who says, OJ, is there any possibility of the Fist of the North Star game being released or ported over to the Switch? Probably not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. 4K device or get out. So I want to get kind of back on topic, guys. So what do you... Yo, Shanta, my boy, hitting us with that Swift sponsor. Thank you so much, Shantan. We're gonna pop. It's gonna pop up any minute now. Let's wait for it. We gotta wait for it. 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 When we hit that jutsu. We hit that jutsu. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. Hitting us with that shit ain't gone. Thank you so much, Shantum. Do appreciate the sponsor, and please, you get access to some awesome emotes right there at the smiley face on your chat. You get access to some cool ones. Also, you can reach out to any one of our sponsors here, or any one of our mods, any one of our mods that are also sponsors as well. So Squid Vicious, Ataki, the Ashen Knight, Mark Bryant, all of them will be able to hook you up with the Discord if you guys don't mind Discord and information on that. But yeah, you get access to all sorts of cool stuff now that you're one of the elite ninja in terms of right here on YouTube. So thank you so much, homie. Do appreciate that. And like I said, hook up with one of the mods that have the headband and also the wrench. They need the headband and the wrench, and they'll be able to help you out here. So what time is PE Arena this week? Droid got banned with a $2 donation. First of all, thank you for the $2 donation, Droid got banned. You've been donating all week, so thank you. And PE Arena is always around noonish on Saturdays. So noon PM PT, that is 3 PM ET. So it's always around noonish. So if you live like 8 hours ahead, that should be nighttime for you, you know, so you should be able to get in some games. You should be done with what you're doing for the day. A lot of people here in the US, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people have Saturdays off. Some people don't, unfortunately for some, but that's the best time because everyone said that Tuesdays were not good for them. So yeah, and for European users, it wasn't fair for European users to have Tuesdays like around like 5 PM. That's ridiculous. So yeah, change it to Saturday. It's around noonish or so. You'll have a post on Patreon. Also, there will be a post on Twitter as well. So make sure you follow me on Twitter too. So shout outs there. Let's see here. As long as that aliasing is not bad. Yeah, that's another thing that people need to realize. It's not just about resolution. It's about anti-aliasing. It's about other stuff, graphical effects. There's all sorts of things that affect how a game looks. A game can have lower res but look better than a game that has higher res and less effects in terms of what's going on there. Also, shout outs to Gogo Zeppeli, also with the $2 donation. Has no message, but thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So what do you guys think about the uniqueness and the differenceness, what differentiates the Nintendo Switch from what the other systems are doing? I want to read off some of you guys' thoughts and comments on this year anniversary. What do you guys think about that? Like, what were your thoughts about the lineup? And then we'll get into ARMS and Splatoon a little bit more in terms of the software that makes things unique and different. So yeah, I want to get into that. Nobody's really put any comments about that. George was joking. What did I miss? You did not miss anything. I've actually played the Dragon Quest Builders full title. It's very good. Raymond Ortiz says the only third-party Switch games I'll buy are exclusives. Why? There's great third-party games, for example, like Skyrim, that's really good on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's a perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch, considering Skyrim's such a slow and kind of like just a slow-paced game. Skyrim's perfect for like portable mode lying down in bed. I already knew you were joking, George. Anybody who sponsors this channel, if you see somebody with a sponsor logo or is a mod, chances are if they say something like that, they're joking. You know what I'm saying? Because they all love Nintendo. We all like Nintendo for being unique. You know what I'm saying? Yo! With the Toby Blaster, Fury Tiger is back at it again. Yo, thank you so much, Fury Tiger. I do appreciate that, my guy. Hitting us with that $50 Toby Blaster donation. Thank you so much, homie. I do appreciate that. I really do. Once again, Fury Tiger, hit me up on, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but please, Fury Tiger, please follow me on Twitter so I can hit you up with the follow back, send you a DM. I want to talk to you personally just a little bit, just like I do lots of people here. But yeah, please hit me up on Twitter, Fury Tiger. Let me know that it's you so I can follow you back, my guy, just so I can DM you real quick. But Thank you so much, Fury Tiger. I do appreciate the $50 donation, my guy. And yes, I will play some music for you, some sweet tunes, no problem. Play Turking 2. I like how he just gets straight to the point. He's just like, he didn't even put like oh, here's this money that I'm graciously donating. Just play Turking 2, the final fight, smiley face. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Fury Tiger. I do appreciate the donation once again. And I will play that music for you. This is actually one of my favorite songs. So, has a great soundtrack. Great soundtrack. You have a very unique taste of music too, Fury Tiger. You do. You have like one of the most unique tastes of music on here. All right. So, I don't want to play. I want to play the original. No, there's too many. There's too many messed up versions. Okay, hold up. From what version? Because like, is it you want the Amiga? I don't know which one you want. There's like a heavy metal. There's all sorts of different ones. So I need to make sure. I don't know what version you want. Okay, I think this one's good. It's a bit long, but this one's good. Hopefully you guys can hear it. This Turkane dude, he looks ridiculous. He looks like a RoboCop reject. How's the sound on it, guys? Let me read some of you guys' comments. Hey OJ, how's your little girl? Mama Mercy, my little girl is doing absolutely amazing. She's in school. She's doing really well. She can count to 100 really easily now. She knows her ABCs. She's just doing great. She can spell out words now. She's just learning a lot of stuff. So my little girl's doing amazing. She's gonna be 6 years old this year. So not only do I feel old, but at the same time, I'm very, very proud of her. Thank you for asking about my little girl. I don't think she's been on the podcast for a while. So yeah, my baby is doing great. She's my only child, and I love her to death. So yeah, she's doing very good. She's doing very good. Thank you so much for asking. Let's see. How much is the PS Vita battery life? The PS Vita battery life is anywhere between, I think somewhere between 3 to 5 hours, depending on the game. Let me go through some of these comments here. Cypher12, shout out to Elite Ninja Cypher12. He says, I bought the Switch to play Splatoon, but I wish I waited a bit for the bundle. Yeah, that's one problem. I travel for business, and I have a 3-year-old girl. The Switch was a game changer for me, though my poor Vita is collecting dust. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think it's a natural evolution, right? The Vita, like from Switch to Vita. And thanks again, Shantum. I do appreciate that. Hopefully, like I said, enjoy those emotes, my guy, and also that nice headband by your name. You guys can hear it, right? You guys can hear it good, right? I don't want it to be too loud because I know that my mic volume is low. OJ, what's your time schedule for live stream for Twitch? I'm looking at Tuesday and Thursdays for Twitch, like around maybe like 10 or 11, somewhere in that time period. I still need to nail down. It's just tough. It just really depends. You guys have any more comments on the uniqueness or difference of the Switch? I haven't really read any comments on that. What up, Maximus Manstill, man? Good to have you back, dude. I want to read your comment. It says, hey everyone, been away too long, been moving. Things have been nuts. First time I've been able to catch a stream in a live in a while. Yo, shout out to Maximus Manstill. Good to have you back. Hopefully your move was good. All right, OJ, Turkin was based upon Samus Metroid. Okay, cool. Let's see here. William Jones says battery life isn't an issue because gaming sessions are usually only 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with battery life is like if you forget to charge your system and then you take it out and like how long you played it beforehand. So obviously the longer that the battery lasts, the more you don't have to charge it. I think that's more of the issue, along with other people who have issues with like certain things. So people want a long battery life so that it's less charges, the battery doesn't wear down as much, you know, stuff like that. Your little sister will be turning 6 this year. Hey, that's a great year, man. 2012. Mama Mercy says, I feel you, OJ. My boys will be 5 and 9 this year. Yeah. Yeah, I want to have a boy at some point, but I don't know when. But maybe when like the channel is doing better, and when my girlfriend, maybe once we actually get married and stuff like that, like maybe we'll have another one, but not for a while. not till she's done with everything that she's doing, like all of her stuff. So yeah, maybe later. I want a boy though too. OJ, what are some things you would do to improve the Switch? I don't know if there's anything I would do to improve the Switch per se. Just more games. It's all about the games, to be honest. Like, that's really what it's about. I don't care about like, oh well, the screen's 720p, I need it 1080p. Like, I don't care about that. I don't care about the kickstand. I don't care about stuff like that. People are trying to say like, this needs to be better, that needs to be better. I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is what can we do to make better games and improve the games. That's what I care about the most. So for me, how do I improve the Switch? More third-party games, more Japanese support, more first-party games, maybe even like a better online to connect with friends better, stuff like that. The Switch itself, if that's what you're asking, no, I don't have anything to say, because it's just plastic. It's just plastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like, yeah, better games. That's how you improve the Switch. More games and better games. More RPGs, more stuff. I want to support third party on the Switch. I was planning to buy Doom. I searched online for Doom and Switch, but it's 50 euros more than the PS4 version. 15 years older ports should be cheaper. That's not the case though. I don't know if older ports is going to be cheaper. Okay. This music's going a little bit crazy. Okay, it's going for 5 minutes now, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to quiet this one down a bit. All right, there you go. So you might still hear it. We'll play it out. No, actually, you guys can't hear it at all. Let's tap main theme. Shout outs to Universal One with the $3 donation. It says, let's tap main theme. Absolutely. We'll definitely play that for you. I don't think older ports should necessarily cost less if it's over on a different system, if it's ported over. For example, Rise of the Tomb Raider. That game came over on Xbox One first. It was ported over to the PS4 next. Was the PS4 version cheaper than the Xbox One version? No, it was not. No developer is going to do that. They're not going to devalue their game all the way cheaper to like $10 or whatever. What was Doom on the PS4 and Xbox One? It was like what, $15? So they're not gonna cheapen their game all the way to like $15 because it's an older port. They're not gonna do that because they still have to pay the the development teams to get the game. They still have to pay for marketing. They still have to pay for all that stuff. So they're not going to do it. I do agree that maybe $60 might not be the price for it, but definitely you're not going to get it the same price as the PS4 and Xbox One. So if you want the PS4 and Xbox One version, go play the PS4 and Xbox One version. You know what I'm saying? If you want the version that you can play anywhere that you want and has unique capabilities and you can play with your friends, if you want to play on the Nintendo system, then go buy the Switch version of the game. If you think that it's too expensive, then wait. Nobody's asking you to buy it right then and there. These are for people who never played the game and maybe don't have a PS4 and Xbox One, so it would be the same price. If they did have one and they bought the game day one, it would be $60. So that's where they're coming from with that price. Now, like I said, I do feel that maybe it should have been a little bit cheaper, but at the same time, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. Like, I'll give you two perspectives. From a business standpoint, that's stupid. You're cheapening your brand. You're cheapening your IP. Don't do that. Don't do that, because then everyone's going to expect that. So if you sign a deal with one company and then the game comes out later for another company and then the game's like $15 or whatever on that one system since it's been a year, you're really going to put your game down to $15 or anywhere near that? Of course you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have to pay those people to work on the game to make a quality port. So I disagree with saying that it should be anywhere near the PS4 and Xbox One. That's just not going to happen. Go buy the PS4 and Xbox One version, and those versions you can't play anywhere that you want. So I disagree with that. But the gamer side of me says, you know, yeah, it should definitely should have been cheaper. Maybe like a $39.99, $49.99, something like that would have been probably better for Doom. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So I look at it from both sides. But I think, yeah, personally me, I think, yeah, it probably should have been like $10 off or something like that, or $15 off, maybe 45, I don't know, 39, 45, 39, 49, something like that. But yeah, don't buy it. If it's too expensive for you, then don't buy it. Nobody's forcing you to buy it. Wait, wait. Just like people on PS4 and Xbox One, if they wanted a cheaper price for Doom, wait. Like, wait. That's all you got to do is wait. Wait the same amount of time. In a year from now, wait as long as PS4 and Xbox One dudes had to wait to get the price cheap. So you have to wait that long. If it's on the Switch, then you wait that long too. It's the same thing. They had to wait that long, so you wait that long. In terms of the system that it came out on. So let's tap. That's what I do, and I'm not saying that just because I'm not one of those people that likes to say things and not enact them. Guys, I wait all the time. You guys all know me. Not only do I wait all the time, but I share deals with you guys all the time. When I say, hey, this is a good price for this game, The Evil Within 2, I think I've shared deals with like various other games, Shadow of the Colossus. Wait, just wait. Plain and simple. Just wait. If you want a third-party game, don't buy a third-party game $60. Most of them are overpriced. If you want to sit there and look at the prices for games, just wait. And that's something that I do. I do not say, oh wait, then I go buy every game $60. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. All right, so let's tap main theme. All right, let's tap main theme. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear that enough. Thank you for the donation. I do appreciate that. Oh god, this is weird. It was $50 on the Wii U. At least it should have been $50. Okay, well that's different. Then don't buy it, guys. There's no reason to, like, I don't understand why people complain about like, oh well, it's $50 on the Wii U. That means it's supposed to be $50 on the Switch. Just don't buy it, or go play the Wii U version. Go buy the Wii U version. I don't understand the price complaining that people do. Like when it comes to certain things, just don't buy it. It's a very simple thing. You're saying it should be this price. No, it shouldn't. It's cheaper. It's $20. Like you talk about Donkey Kong. It's $20 on the Wii U. Go play the Wii U version. The Wii U version is not gone. The Wii U version is still here. Go play it. Go play it. Why are you complaining about a game that's already been out? If it's $50 on the Wii U and the Switch offers nothing over that certain price, if it's not worth it, go play it on the Wii U. I don't get it. Like, I'm not buying Donkey Kong. Am I going to complain about it? No. I already played the game. I don't think it's worth $60. Am I going to sit there and complain and say, oh, it should be $50? No. I'm going to wait. And if it's like super cheap price, then maybe I'll pick it up. If not, buy something else. There's enough games to go around. Buy something else. I never understand the price complaining on certain stuff. Like, the Wii U version is going nowhere. Play the Wii U version, right? It's better, right? Since it's cheaper. It's because they want to buy it. Yeah, man. Just wait. Alonzo Vine says cartridges cost more to produce than CDs. That's why they cost more. Yeah, I mean that's a factor, but yeah, that's definitely a factor. I mean, it's definitely a factor. But the game is already done. The bulk of the development has already been done. It doesn't cost as much to make that game than it did originally in its run. So if you want to factor in the cartridge cost, then the game. I mean, like I said, there's two sides of there's a marketing side to this, and then there's actually like functional side to this, like value of game side to this. You know what I'm saying? So the marketing side says, like, the game is worth this. This is what we think the game is worth. It's a new system. We think the game is worth this. This is what the game is worth based on the quality of the game, based on the content of the game. There's that side of it. And then there's the other side of where the consumer side is, oh, well, the game's already been out, so the game should be cheaper. Even if it's worth that amount of value, it's still already been out. You know what I'm saying? So there's two sides to it. Okay. Oh, got it. Enough of this Let's Tap. Okay. Shout outs to Universal One. Thank you so much for the Let's Tap. Gosh, such a weird song. So yeah, there's two sides to it. If I were you guys, if I was Nintendo, I would probably price the games down. Not Bayonetta 2, but like Donkey Kong, I probably would have priced it at I probably would have priced that at $50 for Donkey Kong. But that's just me. That's just me. I wouldn't have priced it at 60. I would have priced it at 50. But it is what it is. Shout outs to Gogo Zappelli with the $10 donation through Super Chat and says, hey, can you play Yu Yu Hakusho opening Leaned Veer? Thanks. Yes and no. Now, there's something with Yu Yu Hakusho music. I think Sony, or I forgot who owns the rights to that music, but there's copyright. So I can play an instrumental for you. I can't play like Smile Bomb or any of the music from Yu Yu Hakusho, which I love Yu Yu Hakusho, by the way. But I have to find an instrumental. If I can't find an instrumental, if I can't find an instrumental of what you're looking for, it's going to have to be a opening instrumental Small Bomb, right? So yeah, it's going to have to be an instrumental. So you're going to have to, hopefully you can settle with that, because I can't play the actual lyrics, or I'm going to get the stream actually might get taken down. Because Sony, if when it comes to music, Sony will not only sometimes copyright you, Sony will block your video or will take down your video when it comes to it. So I think Sony owns this music. I'm not sure, but music is very scary when it comes to certain things, and copyrights. It's very scary because it can take down your channel, or they can strike your channel, which is even worse. Which is you don't want to strike on your channel. I can't live stream for 3 months if I get a strike on my channel. So yeah, I'm gonna be very careful about this one. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go with the instrumental, okay? And hopefully that's okay with you. So yeah. Okay, I absolutely love the instrumental for this, so I'm definitely gonna turn it up. Might be hard to hear my voice, but that's okay. It's a cover. Can you be okay with this one? Okay, you said it's a cover. Okay, is there lyrics though? And that's the thing, like I don't wanna. Let me hear it real quick.
Lee and Lee!
Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. You know what? I'm really worried about this, dude. So I'm just gonna, we're gonna have to go. I'm really sorry. I know it's a cover with her lyrics and everything, but YouTube they can track lyrics and what's being said, and that can track back to the actual lyrics of the song. So, dude, I would love to. I would really love to, but we're gonna just have to go with it. I'm a little worried, dude. I'm a little worried. So we're just gonna have to go with the normal opening. I'm terribly sorry about that, man. We're gonna have to go with the normal opening. Because like I said, I'm worried about my channel being striked. That's the one thing I'm worried about, my channel being striked. So yeah, it's a little tough. So sorry about that. I know you donated, $12. Hopefully you're okay with this. That sounded like a beautiful remix though, or a beautiful cover. It really did sound like a great cover, but I'm a little worried, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking out for my channel. I'm looking out for my channel. Because the thing about it is that, guys, if I get striked, I can't stream for 3 months. I can upload videos so I can still get income that way, Squid, but I can't stream. And streaming's a big part of my channel. So I can't stream, so I'm a little, like before I actually started streaming a lot, like I remember I was doing a live stream, and like I played Sword Art Online music, no, not Sword Art Online, I played, I forgot what it was from what soundtrack, but it was Sony owned, and they blocked my video, and they they blocked it, and they striked me for a little bit, but then they took off the strike like really quickly. Like I went to sleep with the strike, and then I woke up and the strike was gone. So I was like, okay, because I was about to tear them a new one, in a video, but yeah. Anyway, shout outs for the donation. Thank you so much, homie. Also, we've got Sean Sweeney with the $2 donation. It says Clocktown, a link to the what is that? Clocktown? A link to the Celts? What is that? What is that, Sean? I don't know what that is. I know I've heard of Clocktown before. Is that? What is this? Just Legend of Zelda, the medieval. What do you? I don't know what you're asking for, Sean. Can you clarify? Celts? It's the Irish rendition of the Zelda song. Okay. Is there a better link? Is there like a link to which version you want? Because I'm not understanding this. Link to the Celts? Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Okay. Can you give me a link, Sean? Give me a link in the chat. Give me a link in the chat, and I'll give me a link to like a 3-minute version of whatever song you want me to play. Okay, you just DM me the okay on Twitter. Okay, cool. Okay, so get you guys' questions ready, and I'll be answering questions for the last half of this podcast. Ooh, there's a new Overwatch character, Bridget. Oh, she looks cool. She looks like a mix between like Mechanica and like Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. She looks like Mechanica and Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, that's it. All right, let's go. I see it. Got it. This song already sounded kind of Irish to begin with, right? So I think it makes sense. I like it. All right, so let's go and get these questions ready. After this live podcast, I'm gonna listen to the NP Nintendo podcast episode 3. Shout out. So yeah, that podcast just came out. I can't link it in the chat. Okay, it's all good. I'm playing it. Oh, only mod. Wait, Sean's not a mod? What the heck? All right, Sean. We'll do your anointment. Not right now because your music is playing, but Sean, we'll do your anointment soon. I don't know why Sean's not a mod at this point. Anyway, but yeah, I want to do a grand anointment for you, so I want to have the whole thing, but I want to get questions in, so we will get your anointment very soon, Sean. She is Reinhardt's goddaughter. How was your Switch year? It was good. Too loud? Alright. OJ, dude, how are you doing? I'm doing really good. Danny Skelling, who's a god tier Rocket League player, by the way, says, hey, OJ, do you think we will see something like an external HUD plugged into the dock and transfer games between SD internal memory whenever you want instead of re-downloading? I think eventually we'll see something like that, yeah. The Switch actually already supports external HUDs. Nintendo just needs to unlock it. But if you were to somehow bypass that, well, no, because you need it to be built into the software too. But the actual base hub, that's something that Nintendo actually already has done. They just haven't unlocked it yet. So maybe one of these, I think at some point, yeah. So yeah. Hey OJ, why are people trying too hard to disprove Dr. Trey? I don't think people are trying too hard to disprove Dr. Trey. People just don't like Dr. Trey. So it's just more like they just don't, since he doesn't have, 200,000 subscribers or even 30,000 subscribers or even 10,000 subscribers, people try really hard to discredit what he says and just be douchebags about the whole thing. But everyone who knows what they're talking about, I mean, I'll tell you this. Everyone who's on the inside community when it comes to Nintendo in terms of news, in terms of information, everyone there, for the most part, respects Trey. Everyone there. It's the outside people that don't. It's the people that are outside the bubble. But if you want to talk about the people that are inside, I'm not going to name their names, but the people who do know the information, the people where a lot of these leaks and stuff comes from, they all respect Trey. Every single one of them. Most of them do. So I think that's what's important. If you can be respected by your immediate peers, I mean, Trey's not even an immediate peer because he doesn't really work in gaming, but he's respected in that circle. There's plenty of people who do respect him. So yeah, I respect him. So. OJ, how to win E3 the Engage 2? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how you win E3. Do you feel Pokemon is definitely coming in holiday? I don't know if it's definitely coming, but I think it's coming. KJ2399. OJ, does Best Buy Gamers Club have deals on Switch Pro controllers? No, it's only on software. DJD says, OJ, your thoughts on why the devs of Outlast would release their game on Switch so low key? It's a marketing tactic. It's like a stealth launch is a marketing tactic because it makes headlines, it makes surprise. Now, if you give people time, then they gives them comparisons and all that. Sometimes, and like I learned this in school when I was in marketing class. Sometimes it's good to just drop something out of nowhere. Like you've seen it before, right? Updates dropped out of nowhere. New characters dropped out of nowhere. DLC announced out of nowhere. Like it's shock value. It's headline grabbing. When you heard that, okay, Outlast is coming, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. It was on all the major sites. It was talked about. People instantly downloaded it, instantly played it. It was just there. You know what I'm saying? It was just there for people. People went out there and bought it. Some people, oh wow, Outlast on there. Let me check it out. You know what I'm saying? Even some reviewers who probably could have got a review copy early just bought the game so they can cover it. So there's even a tactic in that way if you want to kind of go a little bit on the devious side. I think Red Barrels gave away review codes, guys. I'm not saying that's it. I'm just saying, like, you might even get some more sales because people will just be like, all right, let me just buy the game real quick. It's not that expensive. So it's a marketing tactic, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think for a game like Outlast, for the quality of the game, I think it'll work, and for the price, I think it'll work. So yeah, that's the reason why they do stuff like that. OJ, do you think, Muhammad says, OJ, do you think Nintendo's next console should be something new, unique, and gimmicky, or should they stay with the hybrid concept? The hybrid concept isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. They're going to stay with the hybrid concept. Now, they might have some peripherals or some ideas that make it more gimmicky, but the base concept of what the Switch is, which is just a hybrid device, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere at all. All right, man. Sean Sweeney says his Payday 2 order is ready to go. Good stuff. William Jones says, what else do you plan for the Nintendo Switch Anniversary Week, or is it a secret? It's a secret. I have a video planned. Basically, a video that you guys have been wanting me to do. I'll tell you part of it. Part of it is, this is not the main part of it, but part of it is tips on YouTube and a thing that I'll be doing. It's not going to be any super high production value or anything, but just a little chat. So yeah, I have a video planned. And obviously this whole week we've been having live streams, basically talking about the Switch and answering all of your questions and doing all stuff like that. So yeah, that's my Nintendo Switch Anniversary Week. What I'm doing, I think I'm doing more than most people though. I think I'm doing more. Most people are just gonna drop a video like top 10 games on the Nintendo Switch. My top 10 games, or the Switch came out 1 year ago today. Let's reflect on what happened. You know, they're just gonna do something like that. Whereas my video, it's gonna have a very clickbaity headline, but it's going to be absolutely accurate in terms of what I'm saying. And it's going to give you guys some insight, more insight on what I talked about earlier in a podcast or in a live stream. I talked about something that was pretty close to me in terms of the channel and everything. And like I'm going to expand upon that in the video. So give you guys some realism in addition to some gaming stuff, in addition to the channel and just stuff. So yeah, I think you guys will like it. Think you will like it. Is Outlast any good? From what I understand, if you like running away from people, it's good. Break down Outlast for us, OJ. The Switch community needs to know. I already did a video on Outlast. I already talked about Outlast, broke down the features, the price, what's going on. I talked about Outlast 2 as well, in terms of when that's going down. So yeah, I have a video. It's even in the title, in terms of Outlast getting a surprise launch on the Switch. So if you want, I mean, I broke it down for you guys, but if you want me to talk about it a little bit more, if you like running away from people, Outlast is for you. If you like the Blair Witch Project and running away, you might want to play Outlast. I mean, in first person, I mean, it really does everything that I don't like. in a game. It's essentially the type of game that I really don't like. So the reason why I'm not covering it is because, to be honest, like I don't have time because I rather play. Because I'm gonna do a review for Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, and I'm wrapping up my review for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I rather play those games and review those. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, I rather review that because it's more my style of game. But it's a good game. I mean, for those, if you like to do that stuff. I mean, if you like horror games, you like running away, you like, I don't know, like cameras and you can't see and like being like jump scares and stuff like that. If you like that, then the game's good. It's just not my style. OJ, have you played Mulaka? No, I've not played Mulaka yet. Didn't get a review code, so I haven't played it yet. OJ, tips and tricks are making a comeback. Not tips and tricks in the way that like I used to do it. I used to do tips and tricks a lot on the channel and on my old channel, but nah, not like that. OJ, are you gonna tell us the 2 games you teased yesterday, right, OJ? No, I'm not, because I'm gonna get in trouble if I do that. I gave you guys hints. It's on you guys to figure it out. Although I will say that maybe somebody might have said it in the chat. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I don't think so. Maybe somebody said it. Maybe somebody didn't. I'm not really sure. What's my friend code? I only give my friend code out to the sponsors and the Patreon Ninja. So if you want it, you can go on Patreon, or you can go on or you can sponsor, and you can get my friend code. But I mean, anybody's welcome to. Actually, I've showed my friend code many times. You're welcome to add me, but me actually adding you back, that's the that's the biggest problem. There's just too many people, dude. There's just way too many people. Let's see here, but yeah, talk to one of the mods. I think Squid can could let you know how to get in on that. Vincent Allen says, OJ, in your opinion, which would impact sale more for the Switch? Some form of Smash game or Pokemon? Which would you prefer? Pokemon would be a bigger impact for sales. Which would I prefer? I don't prefer either. I don't prefer one or the other. I prefer both. That's way too hard to pick between the two. Way too hard to pick between the two. Also, shout outs to Online Gaming for You to See with a great username, by the way. Great YouTube name. Shout outs for the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. I know it's 16 minutes late, but thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Please, welcome to the village. Everyone in chat, please make Online Gaming for You to See very welcome. OJ, I have an idea for the next Zelda game. Super bosses. Okay. Let it rip. What's your idea? Sorry, OJ, but I'm not interested in running simulators. No Outlast for me. Well, watch the game first. I mean, it's a horror running hiding simulator. I mean, if you want to be honest, I mean, I think there's some combat in the game. I'm not 100% sure, but like, yeah, I'm not interested in those type of games either. But for those who are, if you want a good horror game, it's definitely that. George says Tomb Raider. I don't know if it's that. We have to wait and see. There was lots of games that you guys were saying. I don't know if it was that one or not. So it's not definitive yes or no. Fire Blast Gaming. OJ, I have an idea for. Okay, I already read that. Kyle Hikes. Hey OJ, why do you love or use the song Road Taken from Fire Emblem Fates? Road Taken from Fire Emblem. Is it from Fire Emblem Fates? Road Taken, or is that from Fire Emblem Awakening? I think is that Awakening? Which one? They blend together. Yeah, Road Taken is from Fire Emblem. Oh no, you're right. It's from Fates. Those two games blend together for me because I play them so much. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's from Fates. I use it because I love Fire Emblem, and it's a cool, chill music, and the audio volume on it is really low. So even with my bad mic, that's really low. Like I can put the music, and it's not too bad. So that's the reason why I use it a lot. And it's just chill music. It's good music to have. It's calming. It kind of fits with a lot of different games. So that's the reason why I use it so much. Nope, no combat in Outlast. Yeah, that's a definitive no for me. Then, if that's the case. Yeah, you guys are right. It's Fates. I also use what's the other one that I use from Awakening? I use the theme from Awakening as well. I use that one, so I got mixed up just a little bit. Outlast 2 sucks when compared to the first game. Really? I thought they were kind of the same game. Tony R. OJ, next video gonna go in depth how Fire Emblem damn near saved the man's life. Finally gonna get the full story when OJ almost walked away from it all. I given the full story? I'm pretty sure I've given the full story. I have a story up in terms of it. I mean, I can link it together, but I mean, yeah, maybe you guys will get some of that. Maybe you guys will get some of that with some acting and stuff in there. Who knows? Who knows? It's hard to kind of say everything that was going on at that time, because it's tough, man, because it didn't happen that long ago, and it gets emotional for me, because I try not to, you know, just let it all out when I talk about it, because it's tough, because it was the same time that my daughter was born, and anytime people bring up my daughter being born, I get really emotional because it's my daughter. So I try to like stay away from it, so like the water faucets don't come on, because it's just that time period was so tough, and to go from not having a house of your own, living in a single room with you and your kid and your girlfriend and just all sorts of problems, and like I said, literally like no money in the bank account, no nothing, just struggle like to go from that to having your own place, to being at least somewhat stable, still not where I want to be, but still stay like somewhat stable, to be doing what I love to do, to be having a community to where I can have a podcast at 12 p.m. my time or whatever it is. It's 1:30 now, and 100 something people watching, to have people that are nice enough to donate, you know what I'm saying, to do Patreon, to, oh my gosh, on cue, on cue, to do all that. Like it's just like it's flattering, it's humbling. It's like I can't believe it, even though I'm nowhere near as big as some other YouTubers. I can't even believe what I've achieved, like what you guys come here every day to watch. Even if I get only 2,000 or 3,000 views, that's fine. Like the fact that there's that many people even watching, it overwhelms me at times. It overwhelms me to see where I was, you know, 2013 compared to where I am right now. And in terms of gaming space, it's just, sometimes it's too much. Like, so I've made videos and it just starts coming out. I gotta scrap the video because I can't talk about it because it chokes me up too much, man. So that's the reason why I always tend to cut off the story, or I don't talk about it too. Like, I don't go fully in depth, because if I give you guys the whole story, like the whole breakdown, even stuff that happened day to day, the horrible things that happened, like the problems, if I give you guys the full story, it'll be too much. It'll be too much. Like, I wouldn't be able to take it. It'll be too much, man. So shout outs to George with the $1.99 donation, which has become the trademark of George. I love it. He says, hey OJ, can you play Together We Ride? Absolutely, we can play Together We Ride. No problem. We're gonna get the Smash Bros. Brawl version, so. Great music pick, by the way, George. Stop it, Squid. Stop it. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Squid says, please don't do what I said. I love the mod taking responsibility for his own action. You gonna time yourself out next, Squid? Hey, what's up, Velvet? The one dislike came from the fake real gamer, yeah. Velvet and Velvet. 102 likes and 5 stupid Tobys. Shout out to Miguel. You got my back. DJ says, OJ, do you think Nintendo doing one commercial showing games only like Doom, Outlast, and Bayo 2 would catch a wider audience attention? I mean, maybe. It just depends. I think most of the people who want Doom and all that will buy and want Bayonetta will buy it. But Nintendo has shown that they can market their games at any time. So you'll probably see a commercial with some of those games maybe later down the line, like once a bigger game comes out. Like maybe they do like their whole remember those close call commercials? Maybe, oh my god. Maybe they do like the close call commercial and they have like Bayonetta in there mixed in with like Kirby or like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. So you might see that. You might see it. OJ, do you think Factor 5 is working on something? No, Factor 5 is essentially dead. Listen to this Hours of Melee. Good times. Absolutely. Um, Willem Jones says, did anybody remember unlocking Marth and Roy in Melee and wondering who the hell are these guys? I remember unlocking them and thinking I've seen these guys before, and I have seen them before, because when Melee came out, there was, the internet was starting to get going, okay? Well, no, the internet had already been out, but people at that point, Melee came out in what, 2001? People at that point were starting to get some higher speed internet. And I remember I had internet. I had some good internet. And I remember looking on a website and seeing a game called Fire Emblem, games called Fire Emblem that were Japan only, and seeing Marth and Roy, and people translated out on, I forgot what website it was. So I knew about Marth and Roy, like I didn't know a lot about them, but I knew about them, that they were characters from this game called Fire Emblem, but I wasn't interested because it was like a grid, it was like a weird type of grid-based RPGs. And guys, when I was a kid, I hated strategy RPGs. When I was a teenager, I hated strategy RPGs. I was not an RPG fan at all. I was not an old school Fire Emblem fan. I became a Fire Emblem fan like almost into my how old was I when I became a 2013. That's when I became a Fire Emblem fan, and then I went back and played the older Fire Emblem games. So when I was younger, I was like, well, I don't want this stupid Fire Emblem game because it's on a grid. Like, I already was saying the game sucked before I even played it. So I knew who they were, but it wasn't like I was excited to like play their games or anything like that. But yes, like I remember my friends would come over, or we would be playing Smash Brothers Melee, and they'd be like, who are these guys? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, these guys, they're from a game called Fire Emblem. You know, like, it's only in Japan right now, but like, I think it sucks. I don't think the game's gonna be very good, so you don't gotta worry about it. That's what I tell people back then. So I feel stupid now. When I actually gave Fire Emblem a chance, I felt like an idiot. I felt like when I started playing Fire Emblem on the 3DS, I was like, wow, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Like, that's the first thing that I said, was like, I'm so dumb. I can't believe that I deprived myself of Fire Emblem for all these years. So then I went back and started playing. I played Path of Radiance. I played the one on the Wii. I played I played some of the older ones on my PC. I just played all the older games. I played Shadow Dragon on my DS. I just went through and played all the older games that I could. I still like the new ones more, but I still went back and played the old ones because I think that they're cool. So yeah. But yeah, I felt like an idiot. I felt dumb. Be careful what you say. Yeah, man. Exactly. I called it grid. I didn't call strategy-based RPGs. I called them grid RPGs, like to kind of like diss them. Like, oh, these grid RPGs. That's what I called them. Little did I know that it was really good. It was really good. Oh man. Retro was working on a new Eternal Darkness. That would be the dopest of dope reveals if that was the case. That would be so good. That would be so good. Squid says, I still hate strategy RPGs, but I love turn-based RPGs and some action RPGs. See, the thing about strategy RPGs and turn-based RPGs, like, the difference between the two is so, I mean, it's there because strategy RPGs, obviously you have control of a bigger crew. You have to move on a grid in that turn and then you attack. But I mean, if you like turn-based RPGs, then liking strategy RPGs wouldn't be too far off. I was the same as you, like Squid. I was like, oh yeah, like you know, I love action RPGs. I love turn-based RPGs. But I don't like strategy RPGs. But I don't know, dude. There's something about Fire Emblem Awakening. Outside of the stuff that I've already mentioned with my daughter and everything, outside of that, there was just something magical about that game that was just so good. I thought that I didn't like strategy RPGs either because I had played some and I just been like, oh, no, I'm not so sure about these strategy RPGs. You know, like I already had played a few. I just wasn't sure about it. So yeah. And I even after like the Fire Emblem on the GBA came out, I remember playing the Fire Emblem on the GBA like in like GameStop or Funko Land or whatever back in the day, and like I didn't like it. I was like, oh, see, look, I knew I wouldn't like Fire Emblem. Like I played like a demo, and I was like, see, this sucks, you know. So and I mean, and I played Fire Emblem again, the GBA one, when they like the what was it, the ambassador program for the 3DS, and I was just like, okay, you know, whatever, you know, like I was like, okay, I guess it's fine, but whatever. Shout outs to Case Keenan Parker with a $2 donation through Super Chat. He says, hey, OJ, can you play Xena Battle Theme? Okay, I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Thank you for your rupees. I appreciate it. All right, let me get that playing. All right, guys, so we got about 5 more minutes or so. So get your questions in if you want to ask a question. I'll try to answer. I'm going down as fast as I can. Oh, it's Pokemon. Okay. Oh, it's the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Okay. I don't think this will be copyrighted. Yeah, I don't think this will be. Yo, she looks awesome, man. She looks really cool. Got kind of gothy. Oh, this is a nice battle theme, dude. Ooh, this is good. Got it. Yeah, this is some good stuff, man. All right, guys, heading out. Catch you next time, OJ. All right, take it easy, Jeremy. Thanks for coming over to the stream, homie. OJ, if you could have the game you would have released on the Switch when it last... Hold up. OJ, if you could have what game... Wait, hold up. I don't get what you're trying... OJ, if you could have what game would you release on the Switch when it launched last year? I don't know what you're talking about. Can you repeat that, Vincent? Quantum, OJ, sorry you're late. Yeah, you're a little late. I got about 5 minutes left on the, or 4 minutes left on the stream before I gotta go pick up my daughter. Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Abigail says, OJ, do you think the addition of the Virtual Console would boost Switch sales? I don't think it'll boost it any more than what it is right now, to be honest. There will be a Virtual Console in some sorts, but I don't think Virtual Console has never been known to really boost sales, because like the Wii U had a great Virtual Console, not necessarily boost the sales there. So I don't think it's a definitive factor one way or another. People bought the Wii for for like Wii Sports and Zelda, not necessarily for Virtual Console, but I think it'll help. But it's not going to be anything big towards it, nah. Because most people can just play. Most people can just buy games off or just emulate the games or just Super Nintendo Classic or anything like that. So nah. OJ, what new game is Sakurai working on? Kid Icarus Uprising 2. No, I'm joking. I wish he's working on Kid Icarus Uprising 2. Rocky D12 says, what game announcements you expecting at Nintendo's E3 Direct? I'm not even sure if I'm expecting an E3 Direct, like a big one or game announcements. But I don't know. I mean, maybe Smash Brothers. Who knows? All right, have to sleep. Bye. All right, take it easy, dude. Fire Blast Game says, I want to be a game dead. Study hard. Study hard and play a lot of games. Hey, OJ, do you think we'll see ARMS 2 by the end of next year? No. Not yet. Maybe next year we'll get an announcement. What up, Og? You are super late. No problem. Follow your dreams, guys. If there's one advice that I can give to all my younger viewers, so if you're, even if you're older, follow your dreams. But especially for my younger viewers, do not be deterred on something because someone says that it's too hard. Do not think that you can't do something because it's not the traditional way of getting a normal job and all of that. Do what you love, do what you have passion. Obviously make good sense of what you're going to do. Don't want to go dad mode on you guys, but honestly, follow your dreams and don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't. And don't let anybody ever tell you that working in gaming or doing anything is not a real job or not real. Like, don't let people deter you from following your dreams and your passion. Just don't. Because in 2013, I almost did let people do that to me, and you guys would have never gotten all this that we're getting right now in terms of PlayerEssence. So I was very close to letting people deter me from following my dreams and following my passion. And people telling me, like, don't do this, you're a loser, go get a real job, all this other stuff. Like, I was very, very close to listening to those people. So don't listen to them. Follow your dreams and follow your passion, especially for you younger guys out there. If you're still in high school, listen to what I'm saying. Because there's going to be a lot of people telling you to do the normal, boring route. Oh, just go make money. Just go do this. Like, even if you hate the your career. You know, no. Follow your dreams. Make sure your dreams can earn you a living, but follow them. You know what I'm saying? Pursue them. Don't quit till you have to quit. You know what I'm saying? Don't quit till you're actually forced into quitting. You know? So, that's my advice. Exactly. Shantum says 100% OJ. Too much regret otherwise. Yeah. I'm so glad that I didn't quit. Because I would have been thinking, I would have been working at that freaking bakery or whatever, or at that food store, just like, man, I really want to start up this. I really want to do this. I really want to do this. Although, like I said, would have been a good living and everything, but at the same time, it just wouldn't be my passion. Just wouldn't be where I wanted to be at. So yeah, man. Is 15 years old, 15 years old young? Yes. 15 years old, you're essentially almost a baby. To be honest, you're almost a baby. I mean, you're not. You're very, very young at 15. You're very young because, you know, I'm still relatively young. I think I'm old, but I'm relatively young, and I'm double your age. You know, so, and I still got a long way to go. So yeah, you're a baby. If you're 15, that is. Hey, OJ, what did I miss? You didn't miss nothing. Yeah, you're young now, but start now. Exactly. Start now. If you want to be a game developer, start now. If you want to be in game marketing, you want to be in PR, like you want to work maybe for Nintendo PR, start now. Start working on your speech. Start working on it. Start working on your marketing products. Start working on your memorization. Start working on your explanation of things. Start now. Don't wait. Start now. And get that degree too while you're at it. Get that degree while you're at it. But start a YouTube. Start talking in front of people. Start talking about games. Start talking about what you like. If you want to be a game developer, make sure you sign up for online betas. Stream yourself playing the beta, pointing out what's good, pointing out what's bad, making those videos. And I think that's probably the most important thing, or the best way to get into game development. If you want to do QA, get into betas, talk about the betas, record you talking about betas, point out the mistakes, point out what you think you can do better, and make sure you, like, that would be the first thing that I would say is Q&A. It's a tedious job, but it's a good way to get your foot into the door. And that's a great way people will hire you if you want to be a game developer or get into Q&A, if you actually have footage of you doing what Q&A testers do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say that would probably be the easier way to get in. Obviously, if you want to get in as an actual programmer developer, you need to go to school and learn. But if you want to get in through that way, then kind of learn the programming and kind of learn the other things as you kind of shuffle along, Q&A is a good way to get in through that way. And like I said, that's the best way. Like I said, play the betas, record them, record you talking about them, put it out there so people can know. Be positive about it. Don't be ripping the game to shreds. Be positive, constructive criticism in terms of what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. Do that, and you can definitely get a QA job, you know, in gaming. Definitely. So anyway, all right, guys. That basically wraps it up for this live stream. I think I answered as much as I could. 23 is, yes, that's definitely still young, but you definitely need to start making some moves. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you to all the donations. We had a good amount of donations today. We had sponsors. We had a Patreon. So thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. I have a great video coming up, and I will be investing into a better mic. So you should see some improvements in terms of the quality of the streams going forward. So I am going to invest in that mic. And also, we are going to see a cool video for the anniversary of the Nintendo Switch this weekend. So look forward to that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. Please, before you guys go, please check out my last video that I just did, and also my Twitch channel. If I can have a mod link my Twitch channel, we are going to be streaming some video games tomorrow. So look forward to Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Also, my last gameplay, or not gameplay, my PE News video, that went up at 11 a.m. Eastern, or sorry, 11 a.m. Pacific time. So that's pretty much Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Make sure you catch those on the channel. Also, I'll have a link to it. I'll link that in the chat right now. So check out that. I know, Sweeney. Sean, I want to do your anointment right, though. I want to do your anointment right. We got to do it right. So next stream, don't worry. We'll get you going. We'll get everyone on stream. We'll make sure it's good. We're going to make it epic for your anointment, so don't worry. So thanks, Squid, for the link. Do appreciate that. And you guys have an amazing day. We'll see you guys back here at 6 p.m. PT. That is 9 p.m. Eastern for News Essence. That will be up tonight. Or no, sorry, 6:30. 6:30 p.m. PT. That is 9:30 p.m. ET for News Essence tonight. So we should have some good topics then. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.